need lawyers to help you when I'm here to do whatever you need. I got your back.
Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics.
All right, guys. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queens Hostess Show. We've got a great lineup for you on today. We will be discussing Stefon Diggs. He has been released from the Patriots. He had given a shout out, and unfortunately, they gave him the deuces. Okay, you got to get up out of here and attend to these court hearings that he is wrapped up and tangled up in. Now, we are going to run on over to YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but Instagram. There are a lot of stories that we are about to cover. First one that I do want to cover is the T.S. Madison. We're going to start with that one first. Let's get into it. So this is by the Gay Neighbors, the news outlet that's reported it. It says, it looks like T.S. Madison has something to get off her chest this morning as she addressed her fan base and give them updates on what's going on in court with the DL Whisperer. She is later to make a video addressing the update on what happened as well. She says, I'm traveling for work today, but I'll be giving y'all a brief update of what happened in the court proceedings yesterday when I get settled. I've been quiet about it because the Whispered had a retaliatory TPO against me. However, it was dismissed at 9:30 a.m. yesterday in DeKalb County, round 1. However, my TPO against him in Gilmer County, which he violated, thanks to Tasha K, and got arrested on, has been granted, and he has to pay my lawyer's fees, round 2. And also, Dominique's TPO has been granted. I have been documenting this whole journey through this stupid, unnecessary fiasco, and will be sharing when the phase is over. We have more court to come because I'm not letting no person or persons play with me. Play with me like this ever again. Shout out to my full legal team. It's a new effing day. I know that's right. Listen here. I'm not mad at her because at the end of the day, people feel like, oh, this is cloud. Oh, this is entertainment until it happens to you. Until you have somebody rolling past your house, making threats. You have your mother in the house. You know, we don't know what Miss Mary's health issues are. Woman could have been on the heart, whatever. And you over here rushing her blood pressure up. I just felt like it was very inappropriate. And he's now getting the help that he deserves. Hopefully he can get him some therapy and really figure out the root issue of his madness, because I did watch the interview. I don't think I watched it fully through, but I did watch the interview, and I felt like he had a disdain with everybody. He wasn't even happy with himself. Being a gay man, like the gay men that I know, they're loud, they're proud. Not all of them are just loud and proud. Some are just kind of laid back. Some are just, you have a different variety of gay men. And this one in particular, the DL Whisperer, it was like a scream for attention. It's like, look at me. But it's like you got the attention in all the wrong ways. I feel like if he wanted to help a cause, he could have helped the cause by simply saying, sharing his story, how he grew up, what life experiences that he kind of felt held him back. Was his family accepting of him? Was therapy in the mix? Were there any self-esteem issues? Did your parents put you down? You know what I'm saying? So it's so many ways that you could look at this. There's so many ways that you could dissect it. But when he decided that he was going to get in his car, when he decided that he was going to hit that live button, when he decided that he was going to make those threats, and when he decided that he was going to show up, that was it. And it's like, first of all, it's a danger. What if she was going through it that day? But I think that particular day she wasn't home. But just imagine if she was home and you decided that you were going to run your car up her driveway. You see what I'm saying? Because in his post, he made idle threats. He was like, I want her unalived. I want her unalived. And when I tell y'all he was raging out, he even made a video with him doing like high kicks, doing punches. And I'm like, why is it that he's so upset with the community? Like, he bragged about having a sugar daddy or receive some money from Tamar's, ex-husband Vince. So what are you really out here doing? Are you looking for another sugar daddy? Because sometimes, and I'm just going to be real, when it comes to the fantasy world and things like that, oh, you're going to out me or you're going to humiliate me. Like some people, they enjoy that. I'm not saying that that's Vince's case, but there are some people out there that does it. And, to try to make an excuse for his bad behavior is really mind-boggling to me. And from my understanding, nobody made it to the courthouse to support the DL Whisper. Uh-huh. So he had no support when they had come to court. And that's what they have to realize. People will amp you up. People will, throw a few dollars, hit the like button. They'll do all that because they love a train wreck. You were the train wreck that satisfied them. Okay, let's get into it. So some of the comments says, we don't feel sorry. Now he's surrounded in DL men, and I want him to continue his exposure culture in jail and see how long he lasts in there. Yeah. He wanted to be a part of the whole the DL culture. I mean, he's out here exposing and he's helping the women. This is what he stated. you know, this is what he stated. Okay, let me move her over here. Okay, y'all, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can open her up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. This is what we're reading. So if you guys are just now coming in, there's actually, I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what's online. I don't know what's up with individuals that get into these groups and just cause mayhem, just go left for no reason. Because like I said, oh boy could have just kept it on the internet. He could have went back and forth, back and forth. Somebody says Tasha K still getting the girls jammed up. I know that's right. Shut up. It's a mess. Whispered past tense is crazy. The DL whispered. Because he can't whisper no more, honey. Listen. They're not going for it. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this overlay up. And let me go ahead and bring up my next topic. Like I said, we'll be doing celebrity topics, celebrity news, hot topics, viral stories, and more. And so I don't know if you all heard about this story. I don't want to say it right now. Okay, damn it. Okay, so here we go. Shout out to We Go Podcast. She got out there and she really did her journalistic work. Like, seriously, this woman got out there and she was at the trial at the let me see if they tagged her in here. Because okay, there we go. I'd rather go to her page. This is her page right here, and I'm actually going to drop it in the chat. If you guys can go over here, if you like the Real Housewives of Potomac, if you are following the story with Wendy Osefo and her husband, this is the young lady that is covering the story. I'm going to go ahead and drop her link in the chat. And I'm actually going to zoom down here to her reporting. So she made it to the courthouse. Wendy Osefo was looking fabulous. Okay. She had on a nice little long situation, like long jacket. Looks like she has on like a maroon one jumper. It's really cute. Eddie is being a gentleman, being a family man, holding up the door. I'm assuming that this is their attorney. She's got her big old file with her, and she's got her briefcase and her purse. Okay. So it says the Osefos leaving court today. They always turn a look. Okay. Let's get into it. Yes. Okay. Shout out to Queen Sheba Darling. Let's see. All right. So we're gonna go right here. Like I said, they're leaving. Eddie has the umbrella. It's raining. They're walking, spending time. The children, I'm assuming they're with the family. And as they go ahead and leave, they're on their way home. These are Wendy. If you guys do not know about Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie, well, they had reported a burglary in 2024. Okay. And then in 2025, boom, knock, knock, knock. There's somebody knocking at the door. So her husband Eddie comes and he says, "Baby, somebody's knocking at the door." And she's giving everybody like a play-by-play. Okay. And listen here, no shade. When Eddie had come to her and was like, "The police are at the door, child," guess what was going on? Absolutely, her heart was beating. Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy and Eddie Osefo will now be tried separately. Details: there's been a big update in the fraud trial involving Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy Osefo. After originally asking the court to be tried alongside her husband, Eddie Osefo, they've completely shifted their strategy. They'll now be tried separately, so they're each headed for two separate criminal trials. Here's what you need to know about the latest developments. Eddie Osefo also waived his right to a speedy trial. Wendy and Eddie appeared in court on March the 4th, that's today, you all, as part of their ongoing fraud case. If you've been following the case, then you might recall Wendy filing paperwork asking to be tried separately from her husband. At the time, she also claimed that her arrest wasn't legal. A few weeks later, their lawyers circled back and asked them to be tried together. A judge granted the request, and they were to move forward as co-defendants. According to a boots on the ground report on X from the What Else Is Going On podcast. Yes, they've just done another switcheroo and are back to being tried separately. At the latest court hearing, they separated their cases and Eddie waived his right to a speedy trial. That would have required the trial to take place within 180 days of their indictment. His lawyer cited extensive discovery from the prosecution, and they want more time to take a deep dive. Now, meanwhile, Wendy has taken a different approach. She did not waive her right to a speedy trial and appears to be ready to get this show on the road. Okay. Both the defense and prosecution were looking at trial dates as early as this month. However, based on the available dates, it's expected to take place sometime in May. For now, it appears that Wendy and Eddie's cases are headed in two different directions on two different timelines. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. All right. So let's get into it. I believe this one is actually going to be them walking. Okay. And actually, let's give her some more credit because she actually had given us a breakdown. Let me see. That was a breakdown, like from the courthouse where she spoke. Let me see. It's just
Hey y'all, this is We Go Podcast, aka your favorite court reporter, Taria Faison, reporting for duty. So some of y'all may have seen my tweets. I am live in front of the Carroll County Courthouse where Wendy and Eddie just left the court. No black SUV today, guys. Normally they've been stunting in the black SUV. Today they drove. I will tell you, they were looking extremely good. As always, they were runway ready. So first off, when it first started, basically, last time they wanted to be tried together. So originally they were going to be tried together. Then they were going to be tried separate. Then they filed a motion to be tried together. Well, now it looks like they will definitely be tried separately. There is a lot of discovery that has come out for Eddie's case. So Eddie has waived his, I believe it's called the Hicks right, where with the Hicks right, you are entitled to a speedy trial within 180 days of the date you have been charged. He has waived that because he wants a chance to go through the extensive discovery. Normally his trial would have been April 22nd, or I'm sorry, April 15th of 2026. But now it's going to be far beyond that. His next status hearing is May 20th, I believe, of 2026. Wendy, y'all, did not waive her right to the Hicks, the speedy trial. She wanted it. As a matter of fact, the prosecution and the defense were literally on their computers trying to come up with dates for for March, for Wendy to have her trial in March. That tells me one of them, Eddie, maybe possibly taking the fall. For him to want his trial to kind of be pushed all the way out. And sorry, y'all, school is out, so the school bus is coming down the road. I hope you can hear me. But Wendy wanted hers in March. Unfortunately, there were no dates in March. There were no dates in April. So Wendy's has now been pushed out, and she will have a status hearing with Eddie on May 20th as well. So that's all the updates that we have so far. But what do y'all think? Like I said, Wendy wanted her trial to be as early as March. We know that they're going to be filming Potomac soon. So we're wondering, was she trying to get it out of the way and then focus on Eddie and his case? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
now listen here. We Go Podcast reports Eddie and Wendy Osefo case update. They are estimating that Wendy's trial and Eddie's trial would run 4 days with 1 day for the defense. Again, this is just an estimate. So we had live boots on the ground. And I did put We Go podcast. I did drop their link in the chat in case you guys want to check her out. She has some great updates. And yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get back over here on the main channel. We are just now, if you're just now coming in, we're covering the celebrity news, hot topics, viral stories, and things of that nature. All right. Okay, so what is going on here? So it says, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a utility worker was seen desperately trying to climb down from a bucket truck after it suddenly caught fire. Lord Jesus. Oh, no. Okay. Jeez. Got to be. Listen, okay, so we're going to get into a utility worker was seen desperately trying to climb down from a bucket truck after it suddenly caught fire mid-air. Witnesses say flames quickly took over, forcing him to act fast just to make it down safely. It's a reminder of how dangerous these jobs really are. The people keeping our power on are literally risking their lives every day. Mm, mm, mm. Coco, it says co-workers took 7 business days to know what to do. Would have been my last day on that job. Oh my God, I hope he's okay. Damn, got me questioning if his coworkers liked him because ain't no way I'm just going to stand there and watch. I pray he's okay. And he has a speedy recovery. Boy getting big paid. Shoot, if he here, they could have helped break his fall or something down. That check gonna be fat, somebody says. Why didn't anyone help him? Child, that's a lot. All right. Man, she's death in terrifying elevator malfunction. Let's go ahead and take a look.
A man in India nearly found himself in a final destination situation when an elevator malfunction nearly cuts him in half. The incident occurred in a residential complex, and the man who lives on the 9th floor was taking the elevator down to the ground floor. He sustained some minor injuries, and the elevator has been taken out of service.
Oh my goodness. Okay. A routine elevator ride turned into a heart-stopping nightmare. A man in India nearly escaped disaster when a malfunction sent the lift moving with its doors open. Oh my God. Final destination vibe. Someone says, hell nah, man, that's scary. The way I screamed out loud, baby, I did too. Let me hit that. Let me hit that like that heart button because I just did too. I just screamed too. Ooh, child, got to be more careful, honey.
You won't need a social media manager anymore.
So we're gonna move past that. All right, now let's get into it. Future Trayvon Diggs and Bow Wow's baby mama Joey Chavez shows off summer body after saying she's done having kids. Ooh, you know what? So you just seen your t-shirt and your panties.
Fine shit. You can't find this in a store.
Oh, okay. I mean, body's tea, but girl, come on. I mean, if it was a bikini or something, but come on. It's like a little cat call. Meow. If you know what I mean. Meow. Yes, girl. Let's look into these comments. They say, I can hear her now. Don't pull out. Her kids are related to Sierra kids and and Cardi B kids. Oh, child. Oh, yeah, Trayvon did. Oh, wow. That is true. They're all related. Okay. All them daddies. How many kids? Damn, she definitely secured the bag. What is it about celeb men that make them want the same girls versus trying new ones? Honey, only if you knew. Only if you knew. They're with a program. Okay. Allegedly, they're with a program. Now, a video is going viral of students celebrating a girl who got a full ride scholarship to Brown University, an Ivy League school. Let's go ahead and get into it. Congratulations.
Announcement. Our school has again made history on the college acceptance front. We have our first scholar to get accepted to an Ivy League school. I have a very special announcement.
Oh, Olivia's the first in her school to get into Brown University. It says, I match Brown. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Olivia. Essence of Black Culture is reporting Olivia is the first in her school to get into Brown University. And I must add, Brown University has a 5% acceptance rate. Come on, Black excellence once again. Beauty and brains. Good job, young lady. Yes, ma'am. Love to see it. Congratulations, little sister. We're proud of you. Happy Melanin March. Oh, I like that. Happy Melanin March. Oh my God, this made me cry tears of joy. Congratulations, young lady. You're going to do amazing things. Very excited for her. My twin nieces also got accepted, and it's a major deal. Congratulations and much success in your academic career. Yes. Listen, leaving out of Black history and going into, come on. All right, now let's get into it. Now, the Jasmine brand, shout out to the Jasmine brand. I love them. Hold on. Okay. Let's go ahead and shout out to the Jasmine brand. Now, the Jasmine brand says Yvette Nicole Brown defends Dion Cole admit death threats for Nicki Minaj jokes. Let comedians do what comedians do. Yvette Nicole Brown is stepping up in defense of Dion Cole. The comedian recently revealed that he's received multiple death threats from Nicki Minaj's fans after hosting last week's NAACP Image Awards. During the ceremony, Dion jokingly led the audience in prayer, taking a few jabs at Nicki's affiliation with President Trump. When TMZ caught up with Yvette about the backlash from the Barbs, she didn't mince words. I think it was fine. He's a comedian, and we're going to let comedians do what comedians do. I don't think anybody got a hit, didn't deserve it. Oh, Yvette said. Yvette has previously shared a story told to her by a close friend who claims they were mistreated while working with Nicki. And during the street interview, she doubled down, saying her friend isn't a liar. Sometimes people use God a lot to threaten people. I fear God, she continued. If I leave this earth because I said something about Nicki Minaj, I'm not afraid of those people. Bring what you got. Closing out her remarks, Yvette gestured to her ice out pen and added, "This is what matters in the world. What a rapper who supports a pedophile says does not matter to me." Well, mic drop. Let's get into it. So the people are saying, I disagree because if it was anyone else and not Nicki, I promise you they would not find it funny. They're mad because Nicki changed her political view, so certain Black people feel she turned on them. But those that are mad never liked her from the beginning, so I'm confused. To be honest, I think they're only mad because Nicki has a big platform and they want to use it to endorse Democrats instead. But why isn't nobody going over to knock on Snoop Dogg's door? Why isn't nobody calling Nelly out? Why isn't nobody calling all the other people that are pro-Trump? Someone says, "No, y'all bully Nicki Dog." There's a difference. Mention Jay-Z or Diddy and keep that same energy. Why didn't he mention Jay-Z and them, Epstein files, and Harvey Weinstein? Gen Z wouldn't be able to handle Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, D.L. Hughley, Monique, Samore, Martin Lawrence, just to name a few. Sensitive as F. Well, call it what you want, baby. We're in a different time zone. I mean, we're in a different time and place, you know? Someone says, why y'all don't mention Jay-Z and them files then? Huh? Why y'all don't talk about Cardi B botched BBL, huh? Yai. Oh. Now, Cardi has the botched, they said that she has a botched BBL. Now, it was like sagging at the back. So, but she did say that she was going to get some work and get it taken out. So, to her credit, she's going to go ahead and fix the issue. Because I was like, oh no. And then she just kept falling back. I was like, is it
Primas and my primos, let me tell.
Okay, university. Okay, so we got to skip all
You're saying that you're noticing some.
All right, so here we're going to scroll on. So this is the Bravo Shade Room. All these ads, those ads, they be going. All right, let's go ahead and take a look.
You're saying that you're noticing.
So the Bravo Shade Room says Ashley gives Candace her flowers. Ashley Darby says Candace Diller has always held her own. She doesn't have a victim mentality and meshed well with the group, unlike some of the current ladies who aren't fitting in. Let's go.
Some of your castmates have sensitivities that you may need to take heed to, right?
Yeah, it's just not the same.
So you think it's just not the same because you said that you guys had tougher skin, thicker skin. Do you think y'all still had that tougher skin and thicker skin back when Candace was there, or did you think that was too much back then?
No, let me give Candace her flowers. Candace has always been able to hold her own, whether it's been good, bad, or ugly. Candace has never shied away from anything, and she doesn't feel like a victim. She doesn't have a victim mentality, and I can't say that for some of these other women. So if anything, I think
You're saying that you're noticing some of your castmates have sensitivities.
and I can't say that for some of these other women. So if anything, I think Candace was more representative of how we were as a group, and she meshed with the group that some of these other ladies aren't really fitting in.
Well, when she says that, I think about Angel. Like, I think about Angel. I think about Kay. I feel that way about Tia. Because I feel like, Tia, we didn't really see your husband, though. You know, I mean, things weren't adding up to me. Thanks for the shout out. Ashley couldn't even handle Candace's mouth. She wants Candace to come back and fight with her so she has something to do on the show. Clock that scene. Baby. Oh, so Candace is actually doing way amazing. Candace Dillard, she's actually signed her deal, so that opens her up to reality if she wants to do her own show. She is really standing in her purpose, and I feel like she's like, you know how Nene got propped up? Candace is next. I just kind of feel that. For Candace, beautiful woman. She could read
You
that.
are 18 to 25, you are cooked. You going to World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked because the age cap's at 39. You going to World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you've ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They actually want you more for the draft because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are
Child. It's a lot. Now, this article says this man breaks down who would illegally be drafted if the U.S. went to World War III. He explains how the selective service works, who qualifies by age, and what exemptions might apply, plus talks about common misconceptions on how to avoid a draft. All right now.
Tonight, after a disturbing video was released showing a
Oh my God, yes. I'm so glad this had come up. So this story right here, there was this therapist and he was doing therapy, but he's caught on camera throwing shoes
tonight after
at the young man. Therapist arrested for allegedly abusing a nonverbal autistic child during session. I regret everything. I lost control of myself. It's on-site reports. A 28-year-old behavioral therapist, Raylan Grainer, was arrested in Palm Beach County, Florida on a felony child abuse charge. Surveillance footage reported showed him engaging in multiple acts of physical abuse against a nonverbal autistic child during a therapy session. According to the court affidavit, Grainer threw a red and green ball toward the child. Struck him multiple times with the ball, causing the boy to be knocked into a wall and hit in the face, removed his shoe, and threw it at the boy. The child's mother, Deanna Hernandez, says she discovered bruises on his shoulder, rib cage, and lower back, along with what appeared to be a bite mark when he returned home from the session. Hernandez took her son to the emergency room and reported the incident to the therapy center, which led to an internal review of the footage. Grainer turned himself in following an investigation by the Lake Clark Shores Police Department. In a statement to reporters, he admitted to losing control. The therapy center fired him after the incident came to light. He was released on bond and is due back in court on March the 29th. Now, that is scary. That is scary. Imagine you're sitting out in the lobby, maybe getting some work done, brought your computer with you, and you think that your child is going in here to get some therapy, and this happens.
Disturbing video was released showing a therapist allegedly abusing a child with autism. That now fired therapist is speaking out. CBS 12 News reporter Al Peffley joins us live outside Maximum Achievers in Lake Clark Shores, where the troubling therapy session took place. Al?
Katie, the therapist who has admitted that he abused a child, had his first court appearance over the weekend. He's now free on bond. When I spoke with him today about his arrest, he simply says he lost control.
Always the most difficult case because I was at the beginning working as a behavior technician. I thought that I was the right person to her, but I failed. I regret everything.
Raylan Cortez Garnier of West Palm Beach speaking to CBS 12 News after the February 23rd therapy session that cost him his job. Surveillance video shows a small boy inside a room with Garnier, who's originally from Cuba and speaks limited English. At first, the two appear to be tossing a ball back and forth. Moments later, Garnier is seen striking the nonverbal child on his backside with a sneaker.
I lost just the control of myself.
Garnier's arrest report also says he threw and swung a racket at the boy, struck him with a book, kicked his legs, and hit him in the face.
What we see in the video is pretty disturbing. Why would you do that?
That was not part of me.
That was not a part of you?
Yeah, many things disturbed me. I lost everything.
You lost everything?
Yes, I don't regret. I'm not what I believe, even this year. I'm immigrant. I came here to work, to do the best of me. I made mistake. I regret that because God is over me.
Garnier says he was given the most difficult cases to work with at Maximum Achievers in Lake Clark Shores. The boy's mother told us she found bruises and bite marks on her child after the incident.
That's my biggest fear, to see my son get hurt and not be there to protect him.
She told CBS 12 News she wanted a therapist behind bars. That day came on Friday, February 27th.
What would you say to the boy's mother? You don't have nothing to say?
Tonight, after a disturbing video was released showing a therapist.
So you didn't even say sorry? Okay. All right, so he couldn't even say sorry. You had no words for the woman. You had no words for the child. You said that you were an immigrant. You had come over here. So you're telling us what he's saying to us is, I know you see the video, but it ain't what it was. First of all, it's everything of what it is. That is an autistic child that cannot defend himself. It nonverbal. And you in there taking your frustrations out on him instead of going to go get you some help. Ridiculous. And I don't see how he got a bond. Like, that is child abuse. So you're going to give him another chance to come out here? And what if he sees another child and gets triggered? Then what happens? I'm blown away with this story. They said that he's supposed to be back in court on the 29th of this month. So we'll keep our ears out for this story. Now, 6 hours ago, out of jail, out of cold, Phil, grand theft 750 or more, but less than 5,000. Oh, bill $2,500. He's 46, 6'3", 180, male. Race, he's white, and his sign is a Cancer. A main jail arresting Broward Sheriff's Office. Let's see. Gunplay locked up on felony theft charges. Bond set at $2,500. Wow. So another artist locked up. Okay, so it says, wait, so when you go to jail, they put what sign you are? Why is the horoscope up there? I just want a divorce. Laughing my A off. Where Rick Ross at? Cancer explains a lot. Why not his sign? Is this real? So that's what the people were asking. Okay, so West Coast gang member warns people to stay out the streets after doing 5 days in LA County jail. Let's go ahead and take a listen. This seemed like it would be very interesting in
grown ass man. Hey, let me let y'all know something, bro. So it isn't. I was in jail. I was at the at Twin Towers for 5 days, and I know, and I mean, I'm fresh out, and I know some of y'all might pop it like, oh, that ain't nothing. You ain't really serving no. Bro, I promise to God, bro. Once you walk in there, once the moment you hit 2300 floor, 2200 floor, whichever floor you hit, and you walk in to get to your cell, immediately you're gonna regret ever being here. So it don't matter if you're there for a few days or there for a few weeks or even there for a few months or years, bro. Jail is not for a human, bro. Those are not jail cells. Those are fucking dungeons, bro. Like, if you want to talk about hell on earth, bro, take your ass to the county, nigga, and be there. And you're going to see hell on earth. Like, people up in there holding on to the cell, trying to get up out of there. You feel me? Like, nigga, that shit is like hell, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's not somewhere you want to be, bro. For me, it's not somewhere none of our people need to be, for real, bro. We need to be out here, black excellence. For me, taking businesses to higher, you know what I'm saying? Like, just doing great things for ourselves, bettering ourselves, bro. Real life niggas in there, bro, that's trying to get out, they peace treating what they options, nigga. They ain't none of that shit. Niggas be talking about some county jails, niggas squat. That's young nigga shit. I promise to God, it's only young niggas doing that, bro. Real niggas ain't trying to take no fucking charge for trying to prove points, trying to squabble with they options shit. Niggas be talking about all these county fades, bro. Niggas out there trying to move. Like, cordial, bro. Like, how you doing today, bro? You doing good? For me, be from where? Okay, that's cool. We'll keep moving. You feel me? Just like that. I promise to God, niggas be out here trying to act like that's young niggas shit, bro. That's niggas that's 19, 20, trying to prove points, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, whatever you doing right now, feel me, the positive shit that we was on, promote the peace, we back on that. You feel me? Promote the peace, PTP, bro. You feel what I'm saying? TP3, that's what we on. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, you already know what's going on. TP3, prevail, progress, preference. We're gonna keep elevating. Show peace, let them know, man.
All right, so let's get into it. A lot of y'all act tough, but at least, bro, keeping it real, 100, because who want to go there? Someone says, yeah, he had 20 fights in 5 days. He telling the truth, positive message. 5 days changed his whole life. Real spit, LOL, I hate that place. Someone says he's not a gang member. He's a young black entrepreneur, rapper. Put some respect on my boy name. Truth P. Okay. What is that?
Grown ass man. Hey, let me let y'all know something, bro. So it isn't. I was.
Okay, so this is him right here. Let's. Oh, he is on here. I like the movement. Here, we'll go ahead and drop his Instagram in the chat for you all. I like that movement. I like that message. So let's go ahead and drop that in the chat for you all. All right. So we got that out the way. All right. So we have room for, I want to say, like 2 more topics, and we're going to go ahead and get out.
Man, hey, let me let y'all know something.
Come back. So, oh, did we report on Stephon yet? Okay, so another team done with Stephon Diggs. Reports say the Patriots plan to release the star wide receiver. Move expected to become official next week. So let's go ahead and see. It says, shout out to It's On Site. Reports say Stephon Diggs could be on the move again, as the New England Patriots are reportedly planning to release the veteran wide receiver, with the move expected to become official next week. If confirmed, the Patriots will become the latest team to part ways with Diggs in recent years. The star receiver previously played for the Minnesota Vikings, Buffalo Bills, and most recently, the Houston Texans before landing in New England. Diggs even appeared to acknowledge the reports himself, thanking the Patriots for a hell of a year. All right, so let's get into it. Comment says, a lustful man never wins in life. Now y'all know y'all didn't have to use this picture. What, with his purse? He likes to carry purses. When you tell someone good luck on everything and bam, that damn Cardi. He's having a rough 2026, lost the Super Bowl, lost his gal, and lost his job. My homegirl said, damn, he lost Cardi and his job. Child. If this post has to do with his football career, why use this picture, child? If you know, you know. I love me some Cardi, but why y'all always so happy to see someone's downfall? Don't be distracted, except Lord Jesus Christ before it's too late. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right now. Come on now. All right, let's get into some more. All right. Oh, yes. I'm so glad we got to this. Okay, so Candace Gibson, who recently interviewed Matthew Knowles, says he was completely caught off guard after the interview ended abruptly. Let's get into it, because once the interviewer started talking about Tina Knowles and how she was helping out with Destiny's Child. Well, Miss Ann, I'm going to give you guys a story about Miss Ann. There's a lady named Miss Ann. Actually, she formed the group Destiny's Child. Matthew had came on as a co-partner, co-assistant. And once she got moved out the way, Matthew pretty much took over, allegedly. So Lauren LaRosa says, I spoke to Candace Gibson of Pix 11 News this morning to get more details on the clip of Mr. Matthew Knowles walking out of their interview after it was brought up that Miss Tina Knowles' work also contribute to Destiny's Child's success, to which Mr. Knowles replied, what work did she put in? Candace Gibson from the news outlet who conducted the interview exclusively tells me he was completely caught off guard when Mr. Knowles ended the interview. I asked, was Candace Pix 11 told no Tina Knowles? Oh, I asked, was Candace Pix 11 told no Tina Knowles questions were allowed by Mr. Knowles? Team Candace says no. Mr. Knowles allegedly asked the news outlet team to remove the abrupt exit from the original interview, which aired on January the 30th, 2026, and doesn't include the leaked moment Mr. Knowles walked out. I also saw the later statement from Mr. Matthew Knowles that was given to page 6 on why he walked out the news outlet interview. The statement claimed Mr. Knowles was asked multiple questions about Miss Tina Knowles, even though the interview was supposed to be about the Destiny's Child tribute concert, and that Candice arrived 15 minutes late. Mr. Knowles says in the statement, the interview started on a bad note and ended on one. I asked Candace about the statement from Matthew Knowles, and Candace alleges he wasn't late. He alleges the crew setup time was different than his call time and that there were 0 other Tina questions asked. To note, in the full interview I watched, there are no direct questions about Miss Tina Knowles. I asked, were any edited out? And Candace alleges nothing was removed.
You've earned your flowers. I've said the same thing to Miss Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair.
Okay,
clothing,
you're absolutely right. And the styling.
The styling.
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name. And different aspects of that.
Sure.
So, yeah. It's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You've earned your flowers.
Well, Matthew Knowles, and Mr. Matthew Knowles is he's a businessman. I feel like these questions maybe could have intercepted Miss Tina so she can get a cut of the Destiny show. I don't know what it is, because from my recollection, isn't Matthew Knowles still in charge, like over the Girls Destiny Shout, that whole production? And then we see Beyonce and the girls about to hook up again. And I'm talking about Destiny's Child. He's a Capricorn man. This is how they behave. My next question would have been if he ever apologized to Solange for getting her homegirl pregnant. Oh, he's a Capricorn man. This is how he behaved. My next question would have been if he ever apologized to Solange for getting her homegirl pregnant. Baby, let me write that down because we're going to have to do some research. We're going to have to do some research, y'all. Okay, so they are saying that allegedly Matthew Knowles got Solange homegirl pregnant. What? I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, so I did make a note of that. Whether y'all hate him or not, he is responsible for Beyonce. And someone says, oh, please, he had a baby on her. This is a fine example of being mad at you for being mad at me for what I've done to you. I kind of miss when Matthew Knowles was her manager. He made her talk to her fans. There would be no Beyonce or Solange or Kelly without Matthew and Tina. And don't forget Miss Ann. Miss Ann. I think that's her name. Miss Ann, Miss Dolly. He don't want to give the mom no credit. Well, damn. He had to go pee. Bring up something you know nothing about. Boy, first of all, you need to be glad anyone wants to interview you. So people are having backlash. They're like, first of all, who do you think you are? Okay. Uh-oh. So yeah, Matthew, the people weren't feeling it. All right, you guys. So we have one more topic.
RJ Decker, I'm a private
I found myself dead.
How dare you come on and have her dressed like this for burying my fucking son? You lost your fucking mind. You looking at me like.
Okay, so this lady, this woman that she was burying her son. So we're gonna read the caption. It says he was literally dressed better than the guest. Am I missing something? Insanity. Funeral confrontation erupts after a grieving mother attacks the carriage handler for being underdressed, despite him being dressed better than most people at the service. Y'all, let's take a look at this and y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's go.
Dare you come on and have her dressed like this for burying my fucking son? You lost your fucking mind. You looking at me like, fuck me. No, it's fuck you.
No, what the fuck? Hell no. No, I'm on.
baby, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. But baby, I know you better back up when those horses start to stampede. Those, oh my God, that's the Fertesian horse. Oh, beautiful horse. And it was two of them. They were all black. And guess what? They will run you out the way. I don't know what happened. I get grieving, but there was no way that she should have got out of pocket, got out of line, and threw a glass at that man. You could have split his face wide open, or you could have blinded him, or you could have cut his eye socket out. I feel like resulting in violence is never the way to go. I think that she needs to calm down. And it was not okay. That was wrong. That was wrong. She should have been able to help her. She should have had somebody around her that cared for her, because it seemed like she was drinking and you were on the carriage. You know what I mean? Someone says, poor horses. That's all I care about in this video. He was dressed nice, better than her. Putting those horses in harm's way from those other wild animals worries me. Hope those babies are okay. He wasn't wearing enough sequins and a flare. Okay. He was literally dressed more appropriately than anyone else in the video. Love how she throws a drink at the guy and nobody cares, but when he reciprocates it, oh, hell no. Also, nobody talking about the clown who comes up trying to whip the driver in the second video. I saw that. Just out of line. He left his airbrush t-shirt at home, I guess. Oh, she was mad at the other person that got out of the carriage. She was not dressed formal, but she is there to take care of the animals, like picking up poop, etc. She's not going to be there in a carriage doing the funeral. Mother freaked out for zero reason. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, why is she supposed to do that? Yeah, she's got to clean up. I mean, the area. Now they're talking about this lady right here with the hat on. That's the lady. He was driving Miss Daisy. So now she's riding back on the carriage with him, so they could get the horses back. I feel like it didn't have to be this complicated. It didn't have to be this complicated. Now look at this.
Like this for Barry, my fucking son. You lost your fucking mind. You looking at me like, fuck me. No, it's fuck you.
And now she wants to get up on there, and now if her foot get ran over, then she's gonna be thinking about a lawsuit, this, that, and the third. No, you should have kept your emotions in control. And first of all, if I am going out there to buy, purchase the casket, and if we're gonna do the carriage ride and all that, I need to know I need to know the specifics, but I need somebody to handle this for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do nothing but just grieve. I just want to this moment. I just want this moment. Let me just have this moment. Let me ride this last, take this last ride with my loved one. All right. So listen here, guys. That is actually all of our topics this evening. We were here for an hour. I'd like to keep the shows to an hour. If you did enjoy the show, please like, share, subscribe, and also come back and hype us up. They do have a hype me up feature. Please do that. If you sent a Cash App, if you weren't able to, listen here, simply by coming by here, like and sharing, subscribing, and telling somebody that we were live was all that we needed. And more from you on today. Shout out to Prince of Sheba. He stopped through. Shout out to Mr. Norris Tony for stopping through. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. This concludes our broadcast, and I'll see you on the next one. So long.